Hey everyone, Shabby here, and welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XII. Right, we're in Archades. We've got to try and find our way inside the Draklor laboratory. Now, we're all pimped up. We've got all our new weapons and armor and magics and all that sort of stuff. And I have been messed around with the gambits, and I think I have made them a lot better than what they were. Whether they're correct, we'll find out throughout time. So let's have a quick look. As you can see now, everyone's got a lot of gambits. So I need to move this around, actually, because I want to make sure that first aid on people are quite important, whereas Libra is not that important. Libra is probably the least. Oh, Libra is the least important. Okay, silence is very important as well. I'm not going to have you doing that, actually. That could be your second priority after that. Okay. So Vaan, we got if 30% health, any one of their allies, he's going to use a high potion. If someone's knocked out, he's going to use a Phoenix Down. If they're silent, he's going to use Echo Herbs. That's the most important three, in my opinion. Then he's going to steal off of an opponent with 100% health. Then he's going to first aid any opponent or any ally under 50% health. Then he's going to cure sleep, cure confusion, then attack the nearest visible enemy. Then cure poison, cure petrify, and then use Libra. So he's very much a utility, but at the same time, I think a lot of these blue ones are not going to get triggered that often, so it's going to be mainly the steal and the attack he's going to be doing, but every now and again he's going to be able to help if any status effects do come around. Balthier. Now, Balthier is very much a utility person again. He's got all these heals, which is fantastic. So he's going to sort out anyone under 50% health with a first aid. Then he's going to sort out silence, sleep, blind, poison, confuse, and petrify, all very important stuff. Then a few have added now, so if there's 3 or more opponents present, he's going to use Disable, which is going to slow them down. Highest level opponent is going to use Slow On, so that'd be really good for boss battles. Then he's going to Steal. I think Steal might be... Let's put Steal at the front. And then he's going to attack the nearest possible target, and then if he's not got anything else to do, he'll use Decoy on the party leader, which is more going to be outside battle, really. Fran, again, has got the most important one. She's got the Cure, she's got the Rage, she's got Regen as well, and she's going to Cure, Blind, and Petrify. And then she's going to hit with the Magic. Then if she can't hit any Magic, she's going to go for a nearest attack possible with the Bow and Arrow. Bash surprised me, actually. I keep forgetting that he's got Curaga, which is massive. So any ally under 30% health, he's going to use Curaga. This is really important for him because he's going to have a lot of MP because he's not going to use a lot. So it's very useful to have this with him, actually. Status KO, he's going to use a Phoenix Down, then Cure Silence. He's going to regen the party leader, which is probably going to be himself. So again, he's going to keep building up health over time, which is fantastic. Cure Blind, Petrify, Confuse, Slow, Poison, and then he's going to attack the party's leader or attack the nearest visible, and then use Libra. Ashe has got Cure under 50% health. She's going to Cure, KO, and Cure Blindness. Then she's going to use attack magic. Then if she's got under 70% health, she's going to use Drain on the opponent, which I'm not sure about this one yet. I might switch these. And then she's going to attack the nearest visible. I haven't got a lot of these HP ones. I think I might change that to like under 30% on her own health. Then she'll use Drain rather than... Because I think I wanted to use the attack because I think that's a lot stronger, to be honest. And then she'll use Decoy as well on the party leader. And Penelo is all out healing. She's got every single way to protect and improve everyone. She's got this one as well, so if her MP drops below 30%, she'll use an Aether on herself, which is really important, and she won't run out of mana as much, which has been a problem we have had. Use Protect and Shell on the party leader, again, really important, and then attack. If you've got nothing else to do, you might as well add on to the attack as well. So that's our new gambits. Should hopefully be pretty useful. One thing I do want to change, though, is I want to probably equip double XP onto Vaan because he's the lowest. Thief's Cuffs, that's actually probably really good to have, isn't it? I've got a Thief's Cuffs on you as well, haven't I? I've got a second set of Thief's Cuffs I can use. Rose Corsage, right, Rose Corsage I want on you. Stop you getting silenced because that's really important. Accessory for Ashe. Double license points. Or do I want Rose Corsage? No, I think I actually want on you. I think the Golden Amulet's the best. Not Golden Amulet. Sage's Ring. Reduces MP cost in half. thing is, do I have the license points to buy you that? That's the question. Pinelli, you've only got 20. The accessories 14. I bet there's not enough license points, is there? There's not going to be, is there? Stay there. Cost 70, so we'll have to have a look at that later on. So we'll leave you what you've got at the moment then. So you got the Rose Corsage. Bash. I need to use these accessories better, don't I, really? Battle Harness. When attacked, automatically counter weapon in hand. Boom. Fran. So you can use the Sage's Ring. Yeah, we'll give it to Fran for now. They might as well someone have it. Do I want Vaan to have this? He does need a lot of... well, he's 2,000. He's going to level up pretty quick, isn't he? I think we will have it on him then. And then Ashe, you can just have... I don't know. Let's just give you the golden amulet for now. Let's get you double license points. Right. Right, that's all the administrative stuff done. Now I need to figure out how to get in the Draklor laboratory. I don't actually know, to be honest. Should we just start talking to people? Alright, let's look at the map then. So we're currently in the aerodrome. Is that where we need to be? Or... There's a long old line coming off. That must be it there then, where that line comes off. So we'll head over there now. See if we can figure it out. So we'll need to level up a bit as well. I might, if I can find a good place, I might do a bit of off-camera leveling just to speed ourselves up a bit. If we can find a good place, that is. At the moment, we're obviously in the city. There's nowhere to really level up. I'm sure maybe in the Draklor laboratory we'll end up fighting against some guards and so forth. So maybe that will be the way to do that. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. But I'm feeling more comfortable now with the magic we've purchased and the gambits we've set up. I think we've probably greatly improved our opportunities of being a lot stronger. I think at the moment... but previously we had some issues, I think, with what we were doing, right? I think this might be... entrance? Only those with 3 or more chops may ride this cab boy. Nothing personal, I assure you. What the hell's a chop? A chop? What's that? Good question. You lack a chop, you pay coin. That's 1 million gil. That's crazy. I don't have 1 million gil. Having a spot of trouble, are we? Oh, it's him again, is it? I've a message from Master Balthier. He's waiting in Central. He says to come quickly. On this, but we need a chop. What's a chop, anyway? When a boy wants information, that's right. A boy pays 2,500. Sound about right? We'll have to pay it. Why, any upstanding citizen of the Empire carries a chop. It's a mark of their status sometimes. A writ of transit to others. If you were aiming to go to Central, where the gentry live, I'd think you need 3 chops. How do you get them? Like I've said, the key is knowledge, boy. You do your part here on the street, talk to the right people, and you'll earn your chops in no time. That doesn't sound so bad. Oh, people in Arcadians love doing good deeds. Why, if they're helping you out, it must mean they're superior. Understand, boy? Not sure I do, but I'll give it a try. Thanks, Jules. A friend of Master Balthier's a friend of mine. Fran doesn't seem too keen on him, does she? Interesting for Fran and Balthier to split up. They don't often do that, do they? A new employee of mine broke an instrument on his first day in the lab. I really want to give him some words of encouragement, but I'm so busy. Worry not, I tell him. Such things only cost 1 million gil or so. Your concern should be the bigger picture, not trifling details. I want him to know I'm on his side, you see. Commit this tale to memory. Okay. What am I doing? I'm crying. Wares of the armourers. You should have ganned it if you need an organ. When I enough chops, I'll be riding in one of them dead cabs. And that'll be the end of all this sitting. pretty up in garden, innit? Wow. Do nothing. That was a terrible, terrible tale. You have seen the chaps running pell-mell about the city. Newcomers are always this way, working up a sweat as they claw their way up the ladder. You look to be in much the same situation as I, long ago. Never fear, you'll get there. Have your chin up. Onwards and upwards and all that. Might as well. Can I only hold on to one at a time? I yearn for some new jewellery, and one ring in particular, a rare blue diamond I saw just yesterday, yet I cannot afford such luxury. And you never know when we might need extra for an emergency. Still, my husband's enterprises have done well. I'm sure we'll soon have enough gil. I'm certain whatever you're trying to tell me is quite fascinating, but it's greater concern at present. Okay. So assuming it's like a game of match. You've got to speak to someone and then relay that onto somebody else. You've moved, haven't you? What's that? You heard from some bloke who was in my shoes and now he's made some of himself? That's good to hear. I'll get there someday. You look like you're a newcomer yourself. You ain't got any chops. Oh, now I see. Look, I ain't got many myself, but here. Okay, we got one. So yeah, it's like a game of match. So let's get this back again. Words of encouragement. We need to find the person who broke it. Researcher? I made a mistake. There we go. Relate the encouragement words. Yeah, 1 million. It costs that much. She doesn't want me to pay for it. Please, no. Trifling, I'm finished. That's what I am. You're fool to think otherwise. Say such things. She's a chast. She's. Here we go. We're gonna chop anyway. Don't matter, does it? Right. 2 down. 'Tis a good thing to work up in the sweat. Reminds me of when I was youth, freshly out the capital. Right. You're the eager crier. You're the researcher. I've recently begun work at a laboratory. 'Tis like heaven for me. Plenty to read and no one telling me I ought to be doing otherwise. Why, the laboratory library is the envy of every student in the academy. Spelled with a K, that's interesting. There's no greater store of obscure texts anywhere in Ivalice. Okay. So you want a ring. You've got a new job. You're the eager crier. You're the senior researcher. You're the gentleman onlooker. You're Jules. Do I have to go to a different part of the map? Oh no, there's all this area down here as well. Failed researcher. 'Tis a cruel world, this. I never take my research lightly again. A real laboratory is far cry from safety of academy. I'm finished. Okay. The enterprise of which my employer has fallen on hard times. This month, they halved my wages. Halved! And things were going so well. Oh, this is the worried husband. Okay. How am I to tell my wife I don't have the courage to face her? I can't go home like this. Commit this tale. We know where this lady is already. We've seen her already. We've spoken to her already. It's not going to go down well because she's very materialistic. Bit of a bitch, to be honest, but we'll tell her, see what she says. She might go, oh, my husband should not worry. La-di-la-di-la. La-di-la-di-la. Relate the tale. His wages halved? What ill tidings are these? And what of my blue diamond? Why, to afford it now, there's naught My dowry purse too. Oh. Now there's a fort. I can't believe it never occurred to me before. I have more than enough gil to buy my pifting diamond. A fine idea. Many thanks. I've got no idea what that meant. Either way, we now have 3 of the pork chops, and we are able to travel on the cab. Mr. Cab Driver, take me to Chernobyl. Or Chernobyl, I'm not quite sure where that is. Right, so everyone in. Off we go. Off to Chernobyl. That's pretty cool. I love the fact they remade this game. It's one of my favourite games on PS3. Or PS2, sorry. I'm so glad they redid it. Right, out we get. And Balthier is here. Ah, so pleased you could join me. Jules had a morsel for us. A light airship used by the Draklor researchers. It's just up ahead. We'll take that and go through the service entrance. Let's make haste, shall we? Got my slightly posh Balthier voice. There appears to be a save crystal, yet I cannot see it. Ah, it is over here. Let us save just for shits and giggles, because I don't know if I can be bothered to redo all that again. My name is Balthier. I'm a posh pilot. I like to fly my airship. Right. Enough of me. I'm got a bit doolally, to be honest with you. It's a Sunday night. I've got work in the morning. You know, I'm not happy, so just going to be mental instead. Right, so wander through here. I don't think there's going to be anything else for us to do. There may be some people that will talk and interact with us, but not really much worth it, is there, really? Well, the guards are making a run for it.
The accomplices of the Senate have been quelled, Your Honor. Our forces sustained but light casualties.
You have leave to withdraw. One detachment will remain here to guard Draklor.
My lord.
Do you think they're onto us?
It would seem not. Though this will make our task more difficult still.
I don't know why some things are spoken and some things are not. No entry is central at this time, and refrain from suspicious behaviour until things settle down. You know what I mean? I'm feeling you might be important. Docent. I'm terribly sorry, but there's been an emergency. No one is allowed to enter the central at this time. Please come again. Okay. So now what do we do? Quite a view from up here, wouldn't you say? Yes, there's nothing quite so satisfying as looking down on other people, is there? I do wish these soldiers would leave running about to the children, all charging, clanging of metal. It's a cacophony. Did you see that judge just now? I think I heard him say something about the Senate. It sounded as something was afoot. I bet there's someone I can talk to that's going to change our... Oh, there we go. Certainly took your time getting here. Didn't you... off seeing the sights, perhaps? Not likely. Do you know how long it took to get the chops to get here? What's that? But I gave Jules some chops. Jules, you cheeky bugger. Tusk. A squad of judges have been sent to Draklor. You'll find the service entrance rather a difficult proposition, I'm afraid. You're doing, no doubt. You knew how the Ministry of Law would move, so you had Vaan out collecting chops until the judges could reinforce Draklor, of course. Tell me, how much did the Ministry pay for your word, the prodigal son? The Ministry? Oh, judges make poor customers. Too many rules, too many laws. Perhaps you didn't know, Master Balthier, that Draklor is a toy box these days, filled with your Lord Father's conceits. All developed without the Senate's knowledge, of course. Why not even the Emperor knew the full extent of Dr. Sid's operations? Now here's the catch. Since Vaan had himself declared dictator, nary a peep has come out of the laboratory. I know people who would sell their own mum for the merest scrap of information about the goings-on inside Draklor. People like Rozarrian sympathizers, worried about the Empire's weapons programs, and anyone who might be opposed to the House of Solidor's hegemony. So we create a disturbance, and you get your windfall of dirt on Draklor. And in exchange for your services, I've spoken to the cabbie. When he asks where you want to go, tell him you know where to go. Simple? No? Ah, deal brokered in true Arcades fashion. Why, it's just like old times, Jules. Brings a tear to my eye. Good to be back, eh? My regards to the Lord Father, Master rather Master Balthier. Anon. Right. You know where to go. You want to go there, huh? You sure? Let's go. Alright, all aboard. Come on, peeps. Off to the Draklor laboratory. Let us ascend to a higher plane. So this Jules is some old friend of yours, Balthier. You seemed close? Close enough for fisticuffs, driver. Fast, if you please. I would love to expend any of the violence of my present mood on the companions. Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nice little autosave there for us as well. Oh, the graphics of this game are just incredible, aren't they? I mean, look at that. I know it's not amazing when you think it's reported. I don't think it's is it remastered? I think it must be remastered.
Come, this way.
It is amazing, though, isn't it? I mean, a lot of great games will struggle for this graphics in this day and age, let alone back then. We're in the Draklor laboratory. Here we are, okay. So this is going to be interesting to see how these gambits work. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of tweaking here and there, but I feel like at the moment, based on my knowledge of the game so far, I think we've got them set up quite nicely.
It's too quiet.
Passing strange. There are supposed to be guards here.
Maybe you were just lucky, huh?
Maybe you're just optimistic.
Something may be afoot. We proceed with caution.
No time for caution. Step to it. Sid's chambers are on the top level.
We're off to see Sid then. We're off to see the Scissored. Here we go now. So we're going to get a regen cast on everyone. So Penelo's the team leader. She shouldn't be. Let's cut that out. Do you want Balthier in? Let's bring in Fran. Let's bring in Ashe. Sweet. So we've got decoy and we've got regen set up now on Vaan. The guard's all dead. That's weird. Somebody got here before us? What happened here? Oh, nobody knows. Are you going to constantly cast regen? No. Shell. It's weird how quiet this place is. I'll just keep an eye out for chests and that as well. There must be some chests knocking around. So someone's attacked this place already. So I can... okay. I've got no idea. Well, I said Sid's chambers are on the top level. Let's go to the highest level. See Seems like the wisest thing to do. I'm worried about what's killed all these guards, to be honest with you. This is just a dead end. This is just a dead floor. Okay, that was pointless. So we can't get out of these doors, so we'll have to go down one. Go down to 67. See what that does for us. Then we have to clear each floor individually. Let's see. Ah, this one's alive. Don't think you'll get away with this. Get away what? I didn't do it. I didn't do bugger all. There is a door at the end here we can go through. There's a guy here as well. Stay away from Dr. Sid. We managed to find Dr. Sid's... Oh, we have straight away. That was easy. What's happened to Dr. Sid?
One's lacking manners by the look of it.
Someone after the Nethicite?
The Yuck Defour, was it? 6 years, and ever since you got back, this. What madness found you there?
Up above us! Drop bulkheads 5 and 8! Be to it!
They found us.
These earlier visitors, more like. We should lie low for now.
No, we'll use their confusion. We need to find Sid now.
You obtain a lab access card and a map of Draklor laboratories, which is useful now we know exactly where we're going now. So where do we need to go? Let's have a look. There's a save file where we are. Doesn't say we need to go, does it actually? Okay. There's a save crystal down here apparently though. So the map's gone all fuzzy. What's in here? Some randomers. What's going on? There's been soldiers in the laboratory. There's been an intruder. The bulkheads are functioning. We're safe. The bulkheads, red and blue, are activated alternatively when one opens the other locks. No one who wasn't intimately familiar with the workings of the laboratory could get through the guards. Okay. Okay, it's interesting to know. We'll save again. We don't really need to save, to be honest with you, because I'm pretty sure it's auto-saving quite a lot anyway, but we will save just in case. I'm that sort of guy. I like to save a lot. I wonder if we might get another Esper battle soon. We could probably do some Esper battles thinking about it. I was having a look yesterday. I might have a look on the Tinterweb at work tomorrow, because there are some optional Espers that we can maybe go back and do. And they've got some recommended levels. I think we're at the right recommended level for one or two of them now. So it might be worth having a look at those. So we can't. So it said you can only open one set of doors at a time. Each room's got a different load. Okay, what are you? Quite a commotion outside. It's hard to concentrate with all those rackets. I've done the latest manufactured Nethicite data, yet Dr. Sid is unreachable. Perhaps he's pondering the mysteries on the universe on 70. Okay. He's given us an indication there where Dr. Sid might be on level 70. However, I don't have to get those other doors open now. It did tell us, didn't it? It told us. how to do it. You've got to open one set of bulkheads to open the other set of bulkheads, but which room did we go in? This one or this one? Did we go in this one? I think we might have gone in this one. Yeah, we're in this one with the save crystal, didn't we, of course. There's another one right next to us then, so maybe that will hold the key to open the door. Said you can open... So only the red ones or the blue ones can be open at once. Here we go, bulkhead controls. Open the blue bulkheads. Another puzzle then, is it? Blue's open, red is closed. Okay. So we'll escape now. Get back to the lifts, and I'm assuming if we can get back at people. Saw a high potion, nice. So now damage is being done, so now Vaan will start attacking. I'll actually steal from that one first. Okay. I don't want to put people down to like attack anyone with... Okay, Vaughn's leveled up now. Attack anyone with 100% health. Might be a good one to do. Right, so... Is there a way up to 70? I wonder if we can use 68 now. We couldn't do 68 because the doors were locked. If we've got the correct bulkhead controls now, maybe we can get through. Well, I'll tell you what, that's the end of this episode anyway. I'll leave it there. I'll come back next time and we'll continue exploring the Draklor laboratory. Of course, if you've enjoyed this one, please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.